daughter of a pharaoh, and then her father passed away. The high priestess and the elders of the family, they forced her to marry her step brother, half brother, not step brother, half brother. She and her brother have the same father, but two different mothers. Of course, she don't like that. She was a very well-educated person. She was the princess of Egypt. And most probably, she is the one which is pulling Moses out of the water of the river Nile. So she was a lady with a character and a personality. So she will not accept someone to keep her in the shade and rule the country by her name. What happened is, she was married to this gentleman, her half brother, for 8 years, and then after 8 years he passed away. And when he passed away, she don't have a firstborn son, so no one will rule the country after him, except he has a son from a second wife. So it was very complicated. She married her half brother, and he married another woman, and he got a firstborn from the second woman. So this firstborn one, he had to sit over the throne of Egypt, but somehow she can't accept that. So what she do is, she give him a title while he is 8 years old, and the title is the General of the Army of Egypt. To be the General of the Army, that's meaning he had to be by the borders all the time, protecting the borders, fighting the enemy, not in the capital, not in the palace. And by this way, she ruled the country alone for 22 years. But this general, he came back with his army, and he take over the throne of Egypt, and he became a very famous king. His name is Thutmose III. His son could be the Exodus pharaoh. So we have here a story related to our Bible. The father of Hatshepsut, he is the one who was mentioned in the Bible under the name of a new pharaoh came over the throne of Egypt, and he is the one who used the Israelites as slaves. And then his daughter Hatshepsut, she is the one which is pulling Moses out from the water of the river Nile, and he's been in her palace and the palace of his father, her father, for 40 years. And then Moses kills the Egyptian officer and flee out of Egypt. While he is out of Egypt, Hatshepsut gained the power to become absolute power in her hand, and she became a pharaoh for 22 years. Moses in that time was in the land of Midian. And then when Moses came back, Hatshepsut was passed away, and her son-in-law, if we could say so, and her nephew, he became over the throne of Egypt. And Moses talked to him several times, let my people go. He refused. So his son was over the throne of Egypt when the night of the Passover happened. And his firstborn son passed away in the night of the Passover, and in the same moment, he himself, the king, he passed away and sinking under the water of the Red Sea, he and his army and his generals and his chariots. So the story which we are going to see it now, or the place we are going to see it now, it is so involved in our tour. All what we say now, it's according to the word of the Bible, as we say. We read it yesterday and we clarified very well. That is, the Exodus took place 1446, not 1250, during the time of Ramses II. So Ramses II is not related to the Exodus anymore. You could bring your camera and your video camera with you. We will be here for something like 45 minutes.